Hello, and yes, it is finally time. You guys have been all waiting, hopefully forever, but it is time for the walkthrough of Disney Epic Mickey. Yeah! First of all, you will need the Wii Remote, of course, and the nunchuck as well. So go ahead and get those materials first. Let's start the game up. Yeah, I just love that music. Okay, now the reason why I'm starting here is because the intro of the game, the story on how Mickey got to Wasteland, is not actually accessible through any part of the game, so you kind of have to watch it first, if you know what I mean. But I hope you all have time for this. I mean, it's a very long game. And it's a very long game, but it is not an RPG. I just hope you'll have time to watch it because this is a really good plot. It's like one of the top 10 games I've ever played in my whole life. Now listen real closely, it might be hard to hear. In that case, so what, did this take place over a month ago? It's April 21st and the calendar says March 25th.
Perhaps it knew that the curious intruder had a role to play in my project.
In case you haven't realized, that magician dude is actually the guy from the Fantasia cartoon, who Mickey was apprenticed to.
I was putting the finishing touches on my latest creation. A world for things that have been forgotten. Satisfied with my progress, I put the magic brush down and retired from the chambers. Had I known what events would follow, I would have locked away everything. Paint, brush, and thinner.
Don't do it, Mickey. Don't do it. And he takes the paintbrush and creates some blob. That kind of looks weird. He's like, I know. Size it up, and... oops. And he takes the thinner and the sponge thing and tries to wash him off. And the magician comes downstairs and he's like, oh dear, I better get out of here. Put the brush back, not like it's going to do anything. Notice that there's a bunch of thinner spilling everywhere. And that weird creation and the bottle of thinner. Now really, pay attention to this part, because it'll come in handy later on. If you were paying attention, you will notice that the creature and that bottle of thinner slipped into the thing, which was a portal to Wasteland. So now the creature is an inhabitant of that world. And it's showing some weird calendar with a bunch of his cartoons on it. November 18th. 8 months later. Got a little tickle on your nose. Have another one. And he wakes up and... what the... ah! The creature's come back for me! Ah! Ah! Gotta grab the brush. Yeah, it's a good thing that brush got sucked down there with him. Portal open, and he is in Wasteland. Ow. Enough to knock him unconscious. Disney Epic Mickey. You know, let me actually turn it up a little bit. Now, we'll go into the extras later, but let's just start the game. Okay, now, this is the file I've started with, and now I'll explain what these little symbols mean later on, but let's just start the new game. We wake up, and, where are we? What the? What the? We're chained! Ah! And this little rabbit pokes his head in and is like, Do, 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 do. Swiss Army knife. Eyeball. Scissors. Screwdriver thingy. Cork opener. Sorry. Chainsaw. And for the grand finale, don't do it. Your life. Toilet plunger time. Now what he's trying to do is suck up his heart, as a matter of fact. But believe it or not, that will not kill him. Alright. And look where it goes. Boom. Hey, look, it's the brush. He's like a stalker or something. Do you see that chalkboard that's in Mickey's insides? Just to let you guys know, that guy laughing, his name is the Mad Doctor, and he was in a 1933 cartoon of Mickey Mouse, so he hasn't been known for a long time. Huh? Follow the white rabbit, even though, well, black rabbit. And he messes everything up. And he makes the hand go haywire. And now, they're coming after you! Alright, enough intro crap. Let's actually play the game. Now, who could that fellow be? Over here, you bucket of bolts. Missed me. Over here, Mickey. Quest added, escape Dark Beauty Castle. Okay, this game is divided into quests, and you'll have several of them throughout the game, and my battery's almost dead, so let me find a good place to recharge. There's one near here. Just a second. Alright, you know, screw that. Our angle change back to where we were. Okay, so like for example, you press the 2 button to go to your pause menu. Plus the plus button to go to your quests. Blah blah blah. Find a way to Dark Beauty Castle. Okay, that thing that was teasing the little machine. That guy's name is Gus, and Gus is what you call a gremlin. I will explain more about the gremlins later on, but Gus will be with you throughout the entire game, so get used to him. You don't have any pins yet. There's a total of 105 pins, 20 gold, 17 silver, 20 bronze, and a whole bunch of collectibles. There's the map. Press B to return. Okay. Okay, just use the nunchuck control stick to move. And use the A button to jump. But get over here to where Gus is first. We're safe in this spot, Mickey. This control panel can be damaged with your spin move. Use your spin move by shaking the Wii remote. Now, you will use that a lot, so remember that. Use your spin move by shaking the Wii remote. And Gus, like all the other gremlins, have the power to teleport. When that control panel is broken, come take care of this one. Now, if you have your Wii remote volume on, you can hear Gus kind of talking to you, like whenever he speaks. A little sound will come out of a Wii remote little sound thingy. Great, one more spin move should do it. Okay, and you can also use these spin moves to break open these barrels. Now those little things with the hearts on them, well, you only have 5 units of health. See right there? But like if you kind of look over on the far left screen, you probably can't see it because of the angle. But you can see a smiley face with Mickey on it and 5 little dots of health. Well, that's your health meter. Quickly press the A button for a small jump. Press and hold the A button to jump farther or to do a longer jump. Press the A button a second time to do a double jump. Okay, now those red things are e-tickets. Make sure you collect as many as you can throughout the game, because you can use it to buy stuff. Right, this control panel and that mechanical arm will shut down. Hey look, the mechanical arm's destruction revealed a secret room. You may take a moment to explore it if you'd like. When you're ready, come to me and we'll get out of here. Yeah, but red e-tickets are worth 1. Silver e-tickets are worth 10, and green e-tickets are worth 30. So make sure to collect as many of them as you can, since there's several types. Now there's a golden one with that rabbit guy's face on it, and I'll explain who he is later. The golden one is a rare ticket that is worth 100. So whenever you see it, make sure to get it. Be careful of that thinner pool. Remember that it can hurt you, so don't fall in. The thinner is that green stuff you see. Do not touch it. You will lose 1 dot of health. Now, that door's flooded by thinner, but we have to come back here like in a very later part of the game anyway, so don't even worry about that. So anyway, okay. Oh yeah, and also use the C button on the nunchuck to center the camera. And use the control pad on the Wii remote to kind of move around the camera. Press the 1 button and use the control stick or control pad to move to view the world through Mickey's eyes, as Gus calls it. And the 2 buttons, your pause menu. Now, the only 2 buttons I haven't explained yet are the B and Z buttons. Those are your paint and thinner controls. B for paint, Z for thinner. We'll get to those later. Now if you go to this statue over here and press A, that's Oswald, the benevolent and just ruler of Wasteland. Now if you recognize that, the bunny guy is actually Oswald, because that's him on the statue. And look, extra content unlocked, the Mad Doctor's Lab 2. Now if you see one of those little sketchy things, make sure you pick it up, because if you go to the extras menu, you can't access it from the pause menu, but if you go to the extras menu, you can see some of the concept art. and that was just one of the concept art we just got. There are a total of 40 pieces of concept art, so make sure you get them all. Oh, and a little intro thing from the game. That is what the game calls a movie. Now, there's only 3 of them that are game graphics, if you know what I mean, and there's only 1 more left. Most of them are just little sketches out of them moving their mouths with captions and whatnot. There's also 2 real cartoons you can unlock, and in this chest is the very first pin you can get. It is a bronze pin. Well done. This is a collectible pin, one of many that you may find in Wasteland. Most of them are unique and commemorate specific events or places. You should see how many you can collect while you're here. Alright, now the collectible pins, as I call them, those can only be obtained through like completing certain quests and whatnot. The gold, bronze, and silver, you can just find in any of those red chests throughout Wasteland. But yeah, be sure to pick them up. Let's get out of here. That little roundabout thing is pretty pointless, so don't do anything. Something under there. We'll get to it later, because like I said, because this is the beginning of the game, we'll have to come back to this part near the end anyway. So don't worry, this is not the last you see of the Mad Doctor's lab. Alright, Gus. I have to get back home. I got pulled into this place by that ink monster. You can't read the words because of the quality, I'm sorry about that. The shadow blight is a thing made of paint and thinner. How's that even possible? That, blot seemed awfully scared of this brush. What the? Wow. That's thinner. It dissolves anything painted. Gosh, I wonder what else this brush can do. That's paint. It restores things dissolved by thinner. You're quite the artist. Well, you're just full of surprises. I guess you soaked up some of the blot. But I'm still me. Let's practice. Press or hold the Z button on the nunchuck to use thinner. Press or hold the B button to use on the Wii remote to use paint. At the end of this corridor is the courtyard that will take us out of Dark Beauty Castle. Don't worry, I will always be around when you need help, even though you may not always see me. His name is Gus, remember that. So yeah, for the rest of the game, you will see Mickey just oozing little black paint bits, because he soaked up a lot of the blot, so he's going to ooze like the blot. Now that, if you see that restores some of your paint, and if you see one of those that is green, that restores some of your thinner. You have 3 tubes of paint and 3 tubes of thinner, so remember that. Paint that in, thin that out. I like using thinner better. Point at that thinned gear, then press and hold the B button to paint it. Your brush can also thin out cartoon objects like that door frame. Point at the frame with the Wii remote and hold down the Z button to hit it with thinner. You can also paint in these barrels if you can see them. Next time I'll try to make the quality better, and I'll try and make you like see everything. I'll make sure my camcorder's fully charged and whatnot. Now, if you run out of paint or thinner, it will gradually refill itself, but only up to 1 tube. It looks like you can use thinner on the tomb floor to clear the way. Don't forget that a thin tube can be restored with paint. Look, there's the bunny. Remember, that bunny's name is Oswald, so... Oh, look, the gate looks like him, too. The exit is through this gate. Uh-oh. Seers, part of the Blot's blotling army. Are they dangerous? Well, they're not good company. Now remember, the Shadow Blot is that dark thing that pulled Mickey into Wasteland. Get ready to fight. Point the Wii remote at your target. Over friends, the cursor looks like green. And over opponents, it's red. You can fight blotlings in two ways. Hit them with thinner to thin them out. Or hit them with paint to turn them friendly. Now, most of the they will stay friendly until hit with too much thinner. Many opponents are stunned when you jump on their heads. Or flip or spun move. Each time an opponent hits you, you lose a health pip. Lose all your pips and you're done. The Seers are only one type of blotling. Other kinds are far worse, but you'll see soon enough. Alright, now whenever you see that little Mickey symbol in near the top left screen, that means your progress has been saved, so you can go ahead and quit the game if you want. And next time we'll go